bow has to be in here. Did you really come here expecting to claim Ariel's bow? You've done exactly as I predicted, and brought your fetching companion to me.
Wait, is he talking about me?
Which, I'm sorry to say, means your usefulness is at an end.
Who's there? Where'd you come Done and done.
An impressive display, but a wasted effort. You delay nothing but your own deaths.
Watch out! He's pulling down the ceiling!
Finish them! This has gone on long enough. I'll find my No! I won't let you ruin centuries of preparation!
Surrender and give us the bow.
Death first!
You alright? Come on, we can do this. I know we can. He's up there on the balcony. Come on. Enough further. Give us the bow.
How dare you! I was the arch-curate of Ariel, girl. I had the ears of a god.
Until the betrayed corrupted you. Yes, yes, we've heard this sad story.
Gelibor and his kind are easily manipulated fools. Look into my eyes, Serana. You tell me what I am.
You're a vampire? But Ariel should have protected you.
The moment I was infected by one of my own initiates, Ariel turned his back on me. I swore I'd have my revenge, no matter what the cost.
You want to take revenge on a god?
Ariel himself may have been beyond my reach, but his influence on our world wasn't. All I needed was the blood of a vampire and his own weapon, Ariel's bow.
The blood of a vampire. Ariel's bow. It was you? You created that prophecy?
A prophecy that lacked a single final ingredient. The blood of a pure vampire. The blood of a daughter of Cold Harbor.
You were waiting all this time for someone with my blood to come along. Well, too bad for you. I intend on keeping it. Let's see if your blood has any power to it.
What trickery
Where'd you
is
come
this?
from?
Farewell.
Do you need some? What now?
So the deed has been done. The restoration of this way shrine means that Verther must be dead, and the betrayed no longer have control. What? What are you talking about? A vampire. I see. That would explain much. Deep inside, it brings me joy that the betrayed weren't to blame for what happened here. Because that means there's still hope that they might one day shed their hatred. It's been a long time since I felt that way, and it's been long overdue. You risked everything to get Auriel's bow, and in turn, I can't think of a more deserving If you wish to learn more about the bow, or obtain sun-hallowed arrows for it, I'd be more than happy to help. You've but to ask. Please, take the bow. It's yours. I feel nothing but sympathy for the betrayed. But I'm afraid that they're well beyond it. The twisted forms you've seen didn't occur overnight. The dwarves may have stolen their sight, but it took many generations for them to become what they are today. Perhaps they'll never return to their former appearance. But over the centuries, I've noticed a rise in their intellect. If a line of communication could be established, it's the only way they'll discover that they weren't always malignant. They were once a proud. The bow was said to be carried by Auriel himself into battle against the forces of Lorcan. Its craftsmanship has no equal anywhere within Tamriel, and the bow draws its power from Aetherius. Therefore, when an arrow is loosed from the bow, it produces a magical... That's actually... With sun-hallowed arrows, you would be able to produce a much more spectacular effect. The sunbursts would certainly hurt anything, but is especially devastating to the undead. Well, using an arrow with the bow that's been dipped in blood may cause it to function. That's, of course, if you're foolish enough to try it. I can actually assist you in... If you were to bring me some good quality elven arrows... Absolutely. I can only do 20 at a time. So if you want the rest of your arrows blessed... Absolutely. I can... Absolutely. Certainly. I can only do 20 at a time, but I'm afraid I'll need elven arrows if you want me to produce the sun. While it would fill me with joy to see that now that my brother's dead, it's quite possible I'm the last of our kind. There's no need for that kind of talk. I said it was possible. It's also quite possible that there are some other isolated conclaves of snow elves, nestled elsewhere on Earth. I'll also assume Verther didn't exactly give you the option to stay your hand. For the time being, I will remain here, on the Overlook, and continue trying to keep the Sanctum free of the betrayed. You're always welcome to return here at any time, of course. Farewell, friend. May the warmth of Auriel provide you
It's not as shiny. Still, it's beautiful. I think we both know. If we don't, he'll keep chasing us for the rest of our lives. I've been thinking about this for... It's not easy. No. This has to end here. If we head back to the castle and kick the front door in, we're gonna be... Let's head back to Isran and let him see what we've got first. I'm betting he'll lend us a sword or two. What now? It sounds like... That's the last bit of the prophecy. The blood of a daughter of Cold Harbor can corrupt the Sure. Do you have any arrows, though? I think you'll need to find some arrows first. Only elven ones will work for this, remember? I don't think you can ever be ready to kill your parent. I'm doing my best to not think of him as my father anymore. I know you didn't know your parents, but if they were anything like mine, you're better off.
I trust... Faring well. I trust you're faring well.
bow. You have Ariel's bow. I heard it described in tales, but I could... Indeed. The day hasn't been... But what of Serana? Can she be trusted to lift... I suppose that's as much as I can hope. Let me address the Dawn Guard and then we'll be off. The men deserve to know that we finally gained the upper hand.
Everyone, gather round. Come on then, we haven't got all day.
I knew it would come to this one day.
For too long, we've allowed these vampires to poison the night and kill our people. Now, we finally have the means to strike back. We now have Ariel's bow. The gods themselves have favored us, and we must answer with action. The time has come to finally put an end to Harkon and his unholy prophecy. We will march on their lair and destroy those wretched abominations so they can no longer corrupt our world. This is our fight, and this is our fate. This is the time of the Dawn Guard. Kill the abominations! This is it.
Hold between the eyes for me. Send the troll after.
It's time we take the fight to their... Gather your things and rest well, my friend. We meet outside Castle Volkihar. Watch your back. We're done with this when none of them are left standing.
Serana, my darling, I see you still favor keeping a pet.
You know why we're here.
Of course I do. You disappoint me, Serana. You've taken everything I provided for you and thrown it all away for this pathetic being.
Provided for me? Are you insane? You've destroyed our family. You've killed other vampires, all over some prophecy that we barely understand. No more. I'm done with you. You will not touch him.
So, I see this dragon has fangs. Your voice drips with the venom of your mother's influence. How alike you've become.
No. Because unlike her, I'm not afraid of you. Not anymore.
And you. It appears I have you to thank for I knew it was only a matter of time before she'd return with hatred in her heart. A small price to pay for the betterment of our kind. Yes, yes, always. And what happens when you've slain me? Is Valerica next? Is Serana? I see. Interesting that you can set aside your morals when it suits you. Yes, quite. I'm growing weary of speaking. I'll give you a single chance to turn over the bow to me. Very well, then. You leave me no choice.
Now that's done. I'm not sure. I'll probably stay with the Dawn Guard. They're respectable fighters, and I think they see the benefits of having... Of course, if you've got any more adventures planned, suit yourself.
It's over. He's dead. And the... prophecy dies with him. I suppose this is difficult for you.
I think my father really died a long time ago. This was just the end of silence. I did what needed to be done.
I think perhaps. I think you did more than that. You have my thanks. So, the beast is...
Yes? Yes?
Perhaps we can go another few decades without disaster.